Some men love damaged, broken, desperate, and struggling women so much. You know why? Because you're easier to fuck.
Ladies, sometimes manipulative and toxic men like to specifically go after women that are confident. And one of the major reasons why they do this is because they want to know that you are not an exception to their trickery.
Some men love damaged, broken, desperate, and struggling women so much. You know why? Because you're easier to fuck. You're easier to manipulate. You accept the lies faster. Because when you're damaged and you're broken, you can't make good decisions. So you get taken advantage of. And a part of your heart, all it wants is just love, acceptance, and safety. And then you get tricked with the love bombing because the blinders are on. You can't recognize it, but you realize it when it's too late. So, ladies, you see, if you're too damaged, you're too broken, or you're still healing, in the early stage of your healing, stay away from dating. Stay away from relationships. Because now is a very bad time for you to make yourself vulnerable. So protect your heart. Because the predators are going to do what the predators do. They're going to look for easy pickings that are not challenging. And you see, when you're not healed, you don't even know what you want. All you're seeking is comfort. All you're seeking is peace. But you see, when you're healed, you're going to know what you want. You bring peace to yourself. So you're not going to walk around looking for peace. When you're healed, you're going to look for alignment. When you're unhealed, you're just looking for comfort. So be careful and stay woke.
This is not random. Toxic men do not just accidentally end up with good ass women. They seek y'all asses out intentionally. And see, this is the part that not enough people tell y'all. A strong woman is a trophy to a broken man because if he can get her, if he can break through her walls, if he can get a woman like you to question yourself, that is the closest thing this nigga has ever felt to power in his life. Like, start thinking about how it happened to you. He came in knowing exactly what the fuck to say. He mirrored the fuck out of you. He made you feel seen in ways that nobody has ever made you feel seen like that before. And yet so slowly that you didn't even notice, the nigga started to chip away at all the shit that he was pouring into. They gonna start hitting at your confidence, your standards, and everything else that makes you an amazing fucking person. And this is the part I need you to actually hear. By time you start realizing what the fuck is actually happening, you don't even know yourself anymore. That shit is typically not on accident. They know it's intentful. Like, you actually gotta start remembering your strength to a certain extent is like magnetic, and not everybody who wants to have access to it has the best intentions for it. So protect it like your life depends on it, because truthfully speaking, it does.
In case y'all did not know, there's a lot of men, or most men, that will go into the dating scene as strictly just a game and see if he can ruin a woman's life. So the women who I really want to hear this message really well are the ambitious ones, the ones who have something going for themselves, are successful, no bird brainness in sight, no male-centeredness at all. You guys are the ones that I really hope listen to this message, because that is the determining factor. If you're gonna go from being at the top of the mountain all the way to the very bottom, you lose it all. These men are very jealous of women. I've said this before and I'll say it again. And in a man's world, and you're in a position where a man should be, what makes you think the hatred isn't there for you? What makes you think there's no envy or comparison? Obviously, he wants you to life, and if he can't have it, then no one can. So he's going to try his best to make sure you lose it all. And it starts off small. It can be the little things like distracting you when he knows you got something important for the rest of the day to go out to, or a meeting, and then, oh, let's stay at home, or oh, just sexy time right when you know I'm about to leave. It is that discreet. They know what they're doing. Don't think these men are dumb. They're not. I'm telling y'all right now, this is literally how they think. And then it can even go down as making you truly become so depressed. You eat too little, eat too much, gain so much weight, lose so much weight, look crazy, not want to do the things you used to do, makeup, whatever. It's on purpose, because eventually he can make you a former self who you once were, and after the job is done, then he dips and moves on to the next woman he can try that with. The misogyny, the hatred that men have for women runs hella deep, and a lot of them will stop at nothing just to prove a sick point. I just hope y'all know that. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yo, repeat after me. Discouragement leads to settlement. And understand something, ladies, there are so many men out here that can't wait to find a woman that's discouraged from dating, that have had a toxic relationship or two. They ain't been on a quality date in years. You know why? Because to them, they know that you feel like they're the best they can do. Oh my goodness. When a man can put in half effort, medium treatment, hot and cold nature, and you still feel like you are blessed, because compared to everything else you done had, it'll do, because you've been discouraged to think that that's all you can get. Oh man, they can't wait to find a woman like that. So what I'm saying is, sometimes your kryptonite to finding a man you deserve is the fact that you're too discouraged. I need you to keep your head up and keep believing that your Mr. Right is out there, so you don't settle for Mr. Wrong. Mr. Half the time.
This shit is not random. Toxic men do not accidentally end up with just strong women. They seek them out intentionally. And you need to actually understand why. Strong women, a woman who is confident in herself, she has standards, she knows her worth, and she's damn near like a trophy to a broken man. Because if he can get her, if he can break through her walls, if he can get her to question herself, to lower her fucking standards, to accept less than she deserves, that is the ultimate power trip for somebody who fucking feels powerless in every other area of their life. Breaking down a woman who seemed unbreakable is the closest thing to power that an insecure man will ever feel. So they're gonna study you. They're going to figure out what your patterns and your insecurities are to make you feel seen. They mirror you. Then they say exactly what you need to hear. And slowly, and since they're doing it slowly, you aren't going to notice, they start chipping away at it. And by the time you realize what actually fucking happened, you don't even recognize yourself. You went from being one of the most confident women in the room to questioning everything about yourself because of one person. That was not an accident. That was the whole fucking point of the situation. Know this so you can protect yourself, because your strength is magnetic and not everyone drawn to it has good intentions.
Sister, let me break this down for you. A healthy woman attracts a healthy man. A broken woman, she attracts a narcissist. And I need you to sit with that for a moment. You need to ask yourself, why did you get attracted to the narcissist? Why? Why did the narcissist come into your life? What is that thing inside you that was broken, that made you vulnerable, that made you think you did not deserve better? What is that part of you that has not been healed, that hasn't been nurtured, that hasn't been loved properly, even by yourself? Okay? Because here's the truth. If you do not work on yourself after suffering emotional and narcissistic abuse, if you do not take time to look inward, to really check those broken pieces inside of you, you are setting yourself up to repeat the same cycle. And I know you don't want to do that. Not after all the torture that you've endured in the hands of that man. Because I know some women think, if I go into another relationship, if I find someone new, it will fix me. It will feel the loneliness. It will mend my broken heart. My sister, no. No. That is not how it works. It does not work like that. You cannot outsource your healing. You cannot put your broken pieces into someone else's hands and expect them to glue them together. It does not work like that. If you do not heal that wound, if you do not rebuild yourself, you will attract another narcissist. Yeah, you will. And maybe this one won't be exactly like the last, but the pattern will be the same. The manipulation, the control, the emotional drain, because your wound hasn't healed, and the universe will send someone to match your energy. So I say, please, sister, stop running from yourself. Stop thinking someone else will fix your broken heart. Start working on you. Start loving yourself. Start seeing your worth. Start rebuilding your boundaries, your self-esteem, and your clarity. That is how you attract a healthy man. Not by chasing love, but by being whole enough to deserve it. Okay? Please, sisters, remember, a healthy woman attracts a healthy man. A broken woman attracts a narcissist. The choice is yours. You need to heal first, and everything else will follow.
If you know you are a strong woman, but you are broken for now, maybe you have some difficulties going on, but you are a strong woman, you can stand for yourself, you can take care of yourself, you have this gifted spirit, but right now you have things going on, just stay away from relationship, because a narcissistic man can smell the brokenness in you. because a lot of us women, we really do not heal properly before moving to the next relationship, and we get hurt again and again and again and again. This cycle just keep going on. I think the best thing to do is just to stay, figure out why we are being hurt by the people we claim we love, why we are being attracted to narcissistic men that are just there to ruin us, to break us because they know we are strong. I just feel like it's better you heal. Anybody, be you a man, be you a woman, it is better for you to heal before you move to another relationship, because if you don't, you are going to regret it. You are going to get, you are going to get hurt all over again, because you've not really figured out why these men are treating you bad. You've not. And it's going to be painful. It's really going to be painful. So a lot of men, a lot of narcissist men, they are always attracted to strong, broken women because they know that this woman is strong. They are just there, especially when you are in your vulnerable state. You know, they will be there to just completely finish you. Yeah, it's true.
Earlier, I was talking to a close friend about this, about how abusive men and narcissists look for the strongest of women to try and break. I remember saying to my ex-abuser that I could feel that he was trying to break me. Of course, he denied it, but the feeling was real and strong, and that's what was happening. I also know that he only dated highly intelligent, very strong, educated women. It's a power trip, ladies. They are predators, and they get off on breaking strong women.
I'm going to tell you something that most people are not going to tell you, and that is that narcissists do not go after weak women. They go after the strong ones. They target women with emotional depth, women who are spiritually gifted, women who have the capacity to hold things together when everything is falling apart. You know, the stonewalling, the gaslighting, the passive aggressiveness, all of that. See, the woman who doesn't have that capacity, she's probably not going to stay long. But a woman with spiritual sensitivity and compassion and endurance, oh baby, she'll stay. She'll try to work it out. She'll see the best in you. She'll hope for the best in you. And this is why narcissists who are full of demons targeted spiritually gifted women like you. They saw your strength, they saw your loyalty, and they saw that you had the ability to handle things that most people wouldn't. See, you're like a modern day Deborah. In Judges chapter 4, Israel was under pressure. God raised up a woman with insight, strategy, and authority. See, the enemy wasn't intimidated by the crowd. He was intimidated by the woman who could hear God clearly and stand firm under pressure. Deborah's presence shifted an entire nation. And that's what the narcissist saw in you, even when you didn't see it in yourself. They saw your discernment and they saw your ability to stay grounded in the middle of chaos. But the very thing that pulled them in is the same thing that eventually pulled them out. Because the narcissist loves your strength until your strength exposes their weakness. And narcissists can't stay where their mask won't work. Mask off. But once the mask falls off, the assignment is over.
Ladies, sometimes manipulative and toxic men like to specifically go after women that are confident. And one of the major reasons why they do this is because they want to know that you are not an exception to their trickery. It actually bothers them deeply to know that you are above whatever they do to get you caught up. And in some cases, the more that you show that you're confident, the more they try to up their game. It's not important to them to be in a mutually beneficial relationship. It's not about respect and equality. It's about knowing that you're not an exception to their games. When you show boundaries, standards, and maturity, it actually makes them want to try even more. And let's go a little deeper. Sometimes they take it as an attack on their character. Sometimes they're actually thinking, oh, well, you can actually turn me down like after everything I did, especially if they start to like you a little bit. There's no way you can resist me, and I did all of this. Nobody resists me. I get it, maybe I gotta do a little more and then I'll get you back. It becomes more of a revenge scheme than an actual trial for a relationship. And you want proof? Try to call them out. When they switch up on you or gaslight you or try to push your boundaries, try to tell them no or try to tell them that they're lying. Because you already know if it's immediately an argument or dismissal, this is a game. Like I said, accountability should grow us and not defeat us. Be careful out there.
So, like I said, I'm also going to say it again. If you know you've not healed, stay away from relationship. Try to build yourself. Try to focus on healing, and also try to know the reason why you attract narcissist men and how to overcome them. Because when you are hot, when you have emotional baggage, you are going to fall into the hands of wrong partner. If you are a man, you are going to fall into the hands of a wrong woman, and if you are a woman, you are going to fall into the hands of a wrong man. Just try to heal and let it all out, then you can be able to go into the dating field and find somebody that is destined for you. Because you see these vultures out there, they are waiting to devour you. They are waiting to continue from where the other person stopped. So ladies and gentlemen out there, we really have to be careful when it comes to dating, because right now the dating field is no longer a dating field. It's a battlefield. Anyway guys, I'll see you all in my next video. Don't forget to like and don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye y'all.